And there we go. We're live. Live from Fear of the Park. It's named by angryCHKN. It's the 13th and final show of the Sorry for Monologuing tour. Hey to angryCHKN staff and Fruit Gazal and YT Fad Gamer XD's here. Mufu, the European that sometimes does show up. JazzyEagle, Mary Moa May, GD Bill, Mr. Robert, Now Rune, Sunsound Mutation, Tubi, Tony Bisky, Botsky, Nerf Termer, Better Lake Than Never, Dual Pierre, Wow Wow Soda, Downward Doug, Mucho, Voxito Mas, 3 Muffin Loafers here, Kryptolon. If I did not see your name, I just don't see that you've written a message in chat yet. But welcome everyone. Oh wow, we got a donation from a Max that happened earlier today. Max writes, "Keep up your musical work. Thanks for doing it and providing it for free." Thank you, Max. Thank you. Thanks so much for the the radio donation. Thank you for the radio donation, Max. Thank you so much. Oh, and Mufu with a 31-month sub. Thanks, Mufu. Downward Doug named a sound. X gonna hit it to ya. What's with all these urgent messages, Tubi? Didn't I reply to these? I don't know if I did that one. Wow, I'm so behind. How's everyone's Saturday? Oh, angryCHKN, I see you submitted a commission, but I only see the drum fills. Is that possible? Did you also submit? What? Yeah, I only see one, maybe two who didn't get it. Yeah, I only see the drum fill command. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. Does anyone have did you just do it? Does someone have it in chat? It might still be in chat if someone scrolls up. Maybe it just didn't get the Tubi. Sun Salutations officially started working on version 100 of your first song. I think it's time to move on to the second song, Beauty. But I totally empathize with what that's like. That's why I love improv, is I can't do that. I can only do one version. Version 100. It'd be really interesting. I wish, you know how I'm imagining like this virtual reality experience, Beauty, where we have all 100 versions, and it's like parallel universes, and we can just sort of jump between them, and as we listen to the song. When did you do it? I wonder is it in my chat? When did you submit your commission? early this afternoon? Ooh. Yeah. It's possible to be hiccuped when it happened or something. Okay, let's see. New. So, do you only see the message of drum fills? Okay, so Tubi did not miss it. Okay, well that's not good for Angry Chicken, but it's good for me and Tubi. The Tubi isn't missing lots of messages. Let's create a new empty track. Sun Salutations. Every new thing I learn, I try to implement and revalidate the whole. It's not 100 of the same songs, but destroying work and having no favorites is the way to learn and move forward. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Some request slots are not filled. Which ones? They look all filled to me. Pierre, you're here, right? What am I looking for? Is Pierre here? Did Pierre or did Tubi use an old request? Normally I don't ask, but if I'm going to do a 200 BPM request, the person needs to be here. Otherwise, oh, Pierre is here. So we will do the 200 BPM for Pierre then. Let's see. And we're gonna do eighth note drums, Kid's Choice on the kick drums. Kids' Choice Awards. Okay, milestones. Miss Roberts' 3,250th request. 3,000. Hey, mileage. Thanks for the 2 months. Okay. Oh, I know. I was gonna do I think we're gonna do for Lurk. Some of y'all noticed if you weren't here yesterday, we've got a new emote, Tubi Sing, ETC Sing, made by Muty. Muty also made an awesome Lurk emote. And I think we're gonna do something different today with, I think I'm gonna make it into a goal. I think I'm gonna make it a goal. Meaning once we hit the goal of the day, then it can go towards that. Although, how do I do that? I haven't made a new goal in a while. Well, that's not right. What I just did didn't work. Great unlock. Goal Lurk. Goal Lurk. The new ETC Lurk emote by Muty. What should it be? It's chat hours. Go Lurk. Did I do that right? Well, we'll find out. I think I did. Oh, as Muty said, Muty didn't make a thing. It's just pictures to be sending Muty. That's right. Tubi, were you using Facetune to get rid of all your wrinkles?
Yuppers.
And to slenderize your face?
Okie dokie.
Tubi does sort of have wrinkles because of my not perfect taping job. Doug says, I want you to know I listened to my first ASMR stream last night. I watched for 20 30 minutes before I realized it was a rerun. I felt like those ETC radio listeners. I feel like the only thing I can do for ETC radio is I'd have to just have 3/4 of the screen say, this is not live. And then the video be really small in the bottom. You know, and then maybe. Because why did I see, I don't know, I don't normally look at chat logs, you know, but, oh, I know why. It was because they followed. So I saw their chat when I send welcome messages to new people, but I don't send them to everybody. You know, if their username is, you know, or whatever. Anyway, so I'm sending my messages to new viewers, and and I see this person it was like a 20 message monologue where I felt like it was just this whole up and down journey. They were excited at first, but then I didn't respond. And they got angry and felt betrayed. How dare you not talk to me? It just went on and on. It was, it was emotional, and then I think at the end they finally realized, and there was forgiveness and acceptance. And okay, let's see, drum kit. Let's see, we got trance remix. angryCHKN says people should figure out when the cello player vanishes. I know, and yes, I guess the odds of 2 songs in a row where I'm wearing the same outfit are pretty high, but still not that high. Most of the time something has changed, either the length of my hair or the hat I'm wearing to the shirt, something, and it happens in under 3 seconds. There's no way I could do it that, it fades out and fades in it's 2 seconds and I'm suddenly wearing something totally different. It's not live. Oh, let's see. Okay, beats. Tubi needs ice. Wait, where's that kick drum there? I was supposed to pick the kick drums. So salutations. Did you ever get DMs on how you got that magic hair potion that keeps your hair in growing your hair and shortening it? Man, I would be so wealthy if I had such a thing. Can you imagine? That would be, I mean, instant billionaire. Boom, billionaire. Okay, and then Noodly Ooli from Mufu. Meaty says lots of bald people, but it's not just the bald people. I mean, imagine if, people like wearing different outfits every day. What if you could change your hairstyle every single day, the length, without wigs, just this. Okay. angryCHKN could shave it for hot days and bring it back. Yeah, just be totally no hair whenever you're by yourself, because it's so convenient. And then sometimes you might, it's a windy day and you want it to blow in the wind. I'm getting this cut soon. I can't afford the time to even do that right now. Maybe I should just cut a couple inches off with that would be fine probably. Okay, we got our beats. Oh, I'm pushing my luck. I gotta hurry. Wow. Okay, I can't talk anymore. Sounds. Frozen bass waves. And then we got from Gazalton Socks with Star Child. angryCHKN Nocturnal Opus Hairbender. The Honorary Doug, DeBug Esquire from Gazalton. And then Better Wake Than Never, Chaos Falling Hard. Oops. Squeeze your hair to make a wig. Well, remember when Tubi had the silver hair? Tubi's got that hair. Always available. And then staff and fruit with Get Your Friends. Can you get XGH? Oh yeah. I think I have time for that. XGH. While y'all vote. Here's XGH. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Brukos. Huge donation. Thank you. Thank you, Brukos. Thank you so much. Honor for Brukos. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brukos. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Brukos, thank you. Well, that puts us a lot closer to ETC work. Here we go. Thanks, Brukos. Thank you. Time to accelerate. Right in the nick of time. Hi, if you came in during the music and this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm the SETLIST. What you just heard was improvised music, meaning I was making it up from scratch as I went along. But I got a ton of help from chat. Chat chose the sounds I was using, the speed of the music, the drum beats and drum fills were generated from people's usernames. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum fill or a drum loop in one of the upcoming songs we do. But that's only beginning. There are many different musical things you can request, but you don't need any musical experience to participate. There are many ways to share your creativity. You can help name all the songs we do on the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community projects on Discord. So it might seem a little overwhelming, I know, but if you stick around, take a leap of faith, you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome again, and I look forward to meeting you in chat. I'm not only on the Twitch, I'm also on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. Follow me there for more content like this. Here is your 60-second recap of the Tier is Tearing show. If there was a zombie apocalypse and the only thing you to fight back with are musical instruments, what would you choose? Oh, that's a great question. The high school band is on their way to band camp when the zombie apocalypse happens, and all they have are their instruments. If you sharpened those cymbals and then threw them like frisbees, whoosh, decapitated by cymbal. How about a dagger at the end of the trombone? Whoosh, whoosh. Or you take a tuba, you just put it over the head of the zombie so they're stuck. If you're wearing a tuba, you're not much of a threat. If all you have is a vuvuzela, you're in trouble. You're dead. Not gonna do much with this thing. Thank you. Thanks for those calps. Big thanks again to Brukos for the big donation. Titles: YT Vlad Gamer with Secret Sanctuary, Soda, Mouse Over the Wire, Staffy Node Bubbles, and Miss Robert Crustacean Bounce. Oh, Nerf Drummer named a sound Zeitgeist Gothic Horror. Oh, and Brukos, I can do that. I can do that no double retroactively. If you haven't used your credit yet, you could just yeah. I could update it, but no worries if you've already used it. I should add that as something Tubi checks for. No hyphen doubles. Although, where is it? What script is it in? Is it that? Dub. How did people code before you had text search? Like fast text search? This is a nightmare. Trying to find, I don't know how. That's horrifying to think about. And position Moses, we just had to read carefully. I know, but it's when you've got code that's, thousands of lines long. Tubi now it's very possible Tubi's over 100,000 lines of code, So you can't, every time you want to make a change, you can't read through 100,000 lines of code, So I guess you take really good notes and document it or something. Okay, I think if I didn't break it, I think I've added no hyphen double, no hyphen doubles. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I see. 2 ands. Wait, there's another mistake. Oh no. Let's see. Pieces is also a little strange. You can code. You can make script and search your code. I mean, maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I mean, I take it for granted now, but so I'm trying to remember when text search became ubiquitous across files, not just in a single file, right? But across multiple files. Moses, when I was learning assembly each line was just a 3-letter acronym and a hexadecimal number. I would. Yeah, I never did that level. When I started when I was a kid. I did basic. That was my first language. I did basic, and then I started doing Turbo Pascal, and then I briefly did Turbo C, and then I got into music, and I stopped doing coding for the most part. And I did little projects, but for the most part, I stopped coding until this show. Well, no, that's not true. Before the show, I started learning Objective-C and Swift because I was going to make a music game. And then I abandoned it when I had the idea for the show because I was more excited about this. Let's see, some other titles. Mary Mola May, Skipping and Tripping. Better Late Than Ever, Electric Beats. Botsky, The Goose Survived. I saw the Goose titles and I was thinking about singing about geese. But then, I didn't. Song went in a different direction. Doug Static Talk. Staff and Frood, The Waiting Game. Dungeon of the Techno Wizard. Staffman Fruit is now just Staffy. Tubi wants to be known as Jazz Hands TikToking. Do you want to join TikTok so you can do the dances, Tubi?
Totally.
Let's see. Pete says, if any, I usually write the visual way of programming. Works better with tinkering. Have we talked about this? Do you use, have you tried Max? The language, the music visual language Max? It's similar, I think, to, it's like, feels more similar like doing it circuitry and stuff. That's what a lot of stuff on the show is programmed in Max. Oh, and did I say hi to Chills? And Buddy's here. Muse says, would you ever return to the game idea if the show becomes so successful? You actually are. I mean, that the odds of that are it's a very theoretical question. I don't know. I mean, if I had unlimited resources, sure. Oh, I wouldn't do the work. I would hire someone to do the work. Yeah. No, I've done way more coding than I ever thought I would. So I'm not looking forward to, I'm not excited to do any coding. I think the game could have been fun though. So who knows? I think I'm just too, I think I'm too old. Too old to, my brain just doesn't work like it used to, you know? But yeah, maybe I'll collaborate with somebody on it. Pieces coding sometimes gives me a feeling to smash my screen through my keyboard. Throw your keyboard away. Okay, let's see. Let's end this poll. Medius is the guys behind GTA or the House of Bros there in their early 50s. How old were they when they started? Aren't we on GTA like 25 now? GTA was freaking people out in the 90s, wasn't it? Wasn't it? When I remember when GTA first came out and there was so much controversy about it. No, I don't know it. I don't know that my brain is working worse than it was. I don't know what. Yeah, I guess I can't clearly say that it is, but I feel like as your brain declines, you lose your ability to realize that your brain is declining. So, it was the late 90s. Okay, let's end this poll. Mouse over the wire. Soda. I was also thinking about that one as a lyric. Mouse over the wire. Thank you, Soda. Mouse over the wire. It's going to be Mucho Voxito Mas's 150th. 150th track coming up. Hey, I'm only Big Child. Let's see. Still loading sounds, Tubi? Sunset Mutations says this show's a lot like GTA, lots of puns and avoiding legal stuff with copyright. Oh, reward. Yeah, there. Oh, I still didn't look at those vehicles. Whoops. We haven't done a badly one in a while. It's been a while. Let's do let's do book badly. So Tubi's gonna generate a book, then send it through 10 rounds of Google Translation. Turn it into a, hey, half vaccinated, Blue. So how long do you got before you're fully vaccinated? Did I ask you, when did I ask you that? You must be a week, is it? Oh, SIL? Brukos, yeah. A bunch of the newer stuff, Brukos, I haven't made demos for yet. It's a real nice, it's got a nice subtle, it's a great kit. Let's see, our drum kit is FM, classic UK hip hop. You have to wait 16 weeks? You have to, between doses, 16 weeks? Huh. The three options here, it's either a one shot or you get the Pfizer, which is 3 weeks between, or the Moderna, which is a month, which is what I got. 16 weeks. Pizzas here is 5 or 6 weeks. Blue says, I guess the thought process is get as many people with the first dose. Yeah, apparently the first dose alone is extremely effective. So when there's a limited supply, it makes sense. I'm not an epidemiologist, though, if anyone was wondering. So I have no idea. Throughout this whole thing, so many people talking who have about things, and we have no idea. Everyone's an expert suddenly. Okay, Brukos. I don't know, Kazalton first. He says, I wonder if there'll be an International Memorial Day eventually. Yeah. I mean, the sad thing is that, I mean, so many countries are still in the thick of it. There's Kazalton, and then Brukos. Okay. Let's see. We got our beats. Check out our sounds. First up, FM wobble bass. Is that it? Is that the sound? When was this last used? I have no memory of this. It was used, it was a year ago. I feel like it's the first time I've ever played it. Soda 3 oscillator hook. And then King Arthur's Heart is the debut. And then we got Mucho Vox Inumas with PWM Velo Poly. And then Rowdy Rowdy with Quicken or FM Perksin. And then lastly, Chuger with Quicken Noise Gradients. YT, what do you have to do to name a sound? Do you know the code? You just run to sound name. Someone in chat can show you a template of how it works. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't test it, but in theory, when someone is gifted a new sound, you're gonna have 10 days to name it. And after 10 days, if you've not named it, we're gonna give it some other way. We'll give it to chat to name. So, gonna be deadlines. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, because this is a new thing, I'm not gonna treat old unnamed sounds like that. I think I just need to reach out to people, but yeah. So 10 days, and I don't know. That's an arbitrary number. I figured that gives a bunch of show opportunities. So Tubi is now going to be recording. Tubi was not recording when a sound was gifted. I mean, it's in the database somewhere, but now I set it up so it's going to be really easy for me to just find any 10 days, not 10 shows, 10 days. Yeah. And maybe that's even too long. He says, can't we raffle this with secret word? Yeah, that's another possibility, yeah. That requires me writing some code, though. Mr. Roberts says, that sounds about good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is it would give, it gives some time in between. Because, some people like to mull it over. I don't want to force people to name it right away, especially if they're new, and it feels like it can be a lot of pressure for someone new, to sort of put themselves out there. I mean, I think regulars take it for granted because this show is all about getting people to do creative things. But for someone who's their first show, it can be a little like So always give them a little time to think about it. He says, what if with every sound you name, the sound time to name gets halved? Yeah, Muty says, what if every sound you name, time to name gets halved, and then Vu says, then a few of us will be in the seconds. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Because how many sounds would it take to get down to a minute? Wouldn't be that many, right? Would be 10 days, 5 days, 2.5 days, 1.5 days, or 1.25. Okay, let's see. Oh, I got rewards. I forgot about that. I'll read those in just a second. Send this bow. Hey, SETLIST 4800, welcome. So we're going to start with King Arthur's Heart. Okay, let's see rewards. Narun got, as a realistic Magic Daily customer, you are sure to have heard of Tube McCrum's Clouds, Clouds of Your Dreams. This is the best documentary production of 1978. It smells like a what? It smells like a shepherd dog. Oh man. Okay, Doug got Bubble was featured in the New York Times Throat Wirers most popular book. Greetings and the power of the banks to return to peace as they are relieved. Muty God, 90 years later, the plasma ball was on Avanikov's cross. At each birth, the girl designed a hidden dry pill in return. Chill's got Duxton's Night Grapes, a review of the biography of current medical journalist Jeffrey Virgil, who reports to Federer's assistant on a lawsuit against Colorado mafia boss Clara Park. Mr. Robert got the Demonus Punk Hang Glider. Demonus Punk Hang Glider and Ib Nightlights from Digimaz Chikaki. After hiring a young Abraham Carnegie in Thornton, Colorado, they switched to a hybrid called Hybrid. An invitation and patience to get to a new city, a factory, and a factory in Amber. angryCHKN got around the lava lamp sheet, created Nimrat Sharat after parting with his favorite pepper and pencil. A deaf man learned from his grandfather and the owner of a power bomb to save the open fireplace of an evil secret attempt. If there's anyone who just arrived and is wondering what on earth I'm talking about, you can get one of these too. These are book plots that are generated by our bot dynamically, but then they're sent to Google through 10 rounds of translation. So English to Dutch to German to Creole to Chinese, and then eventually back to Finnish and English. Totally changing them. They probably already were crazy, and even more so. Staffy got a group of Virginia alcohol and drug coordinators are trapped in an old building in New Mexico to save themselves from a flood of Kiwi energy. That could be sort of cool. I might change a few of the details, but that one has potential. I might sign that author. Soda, the Nobel Prize-winning book, The Sky Comes Down on the Betsy River. That's a good title. I like that one. The Sky Comes Down on the Betsy River. Is written by Nut Allegra Cranberry. Leonardo Nietzsche, the new leader of motorcycles, saw his anger. The desire to influence others and test their limits was sometimes associated with production. Mary Mole Omega, Daily Love, Short Planet. I'm a lover now. Pesto Gapius talks to his ex-boyfriend about Redcore expert Texlock's knuckles-loving ghost to save his grandmother's doll for free. Better Late Than Ever got bestseller, Under the Evil of Lord Bean. Pepperton III Manbudlack. It tells the story of Bill T.D. Big, who was born in a small town. In love with his teacher's best friend, he decided to change the busy world. Oh, Botsky's here with motivated comedian Paul Lightning. Oh, I like that, Paul Lightning. Who loves, I don't know why I would do this, tells the world-class artist when he's tried to steal from a glass full of hospitality earrings, and followers are mixed with aliens resembling him, like a prisoner. JazzyEagle got, this is a picture of Bamfave Sput Ghastly Green Plum 975 cap. Corn sandwich? Computer? Baloo got the Nobel Prize winning book Cooling Red is peanut butter. I mean, what? Having renounced, is that what does that mean when you describe a book as peanut butter? Hard to get through? Or really, I don't know, or it could be really dense. Or filling. I mean, peanut butter really fills you up. Having renounced heavy and robbery, the remaining criminals suspect that none of these are idols. YT Vlad Gamer God Marcus cleans up the explosive scene. 2 holy aliens can get rid of their sleep. I don't know where they are or how to get them. It's really fast. He doesn't know what gravity to choose. Then the cleaning started. Mucho Mas, No Teeth, Holy City of Alabama, said, the basketball pool returns for the 3rd time to relax when you change something. I want one. I want a reward. Where's my reward? You didn't give me one. Find reward. Oh, and there were a few more I didn't read yet. Dual God, sort of with tonofa.com. This uncertainty begins soon after Fisher's hanging apple pine, but God realizes that nothing has happened to him and that he will eventually be forced to learn to fish. Oh no, not learn to fish, learn the fish. And then me, I got Iceman Foo Farzel, Anamon Marine Slip Sweet Slipper. It tells the story of a problematic young Petunia Lemon Grenade who wisely sees an elephant who has committed several crimes since the escape accident he escaped. Wow, can you imagine being a grenade? Going through life as a grenade? I'd wear a hat all the time so no one pulls the pin, you know? Okay, here we go. Blue says it'd be a blast. Miss Roberts says, quick update, you will have less than a second to name your sound by the time you name your 20th sound. It's like going through the door. Okay. Oh, did I start audition? Oh, I did, good. I didn't stop it though. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Time to etc. If I were a better man, I'd put my money on Hi, if this is your first time watching and you came in during the music, welcome. I'm the Etc. Kid. What you just heard was a live musical improvisation, meaning I was making up the music from scratch as I went along, but I got a ton of help from you guys in chat. You guys chose all the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned your names into drum rhythms that powered the song. So if you want to get involved, the easiest way to do that right away is type !drums in chat for a chance to be a drum rhythm on one of the upcoming songs. But that's only the beginning. There are many different ways to participate and share your creativity. You don't need any musical background. You get to help name all the songs we created in the show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on our Discord. So we got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you stick around, you will figure it out super fast. So welcome to the Etceterati. Apparently, I'm on social media. If you follow me there, you'll find highlights from the show, stripped down arrangements of old songs, poetry recitations, behind the scenes photos, portraits of Jiffy Star Child, thoughts on the creative process, and a whole lot more. Stuff like this. This is part of my uncover of the old American folk song, I've Been Working on the Railroad. Whoops. Thank you. Why am I in this camera? Thanks for those calps. Titles, Lady of the Lake, Seasoning the Wolf, Mole with Cast Iron Soul, Death by Coffee, Total Mastermind, Mucho Mas, Tin Can Telephone. Your voice in Rhodes. Oh, and I used a title from Half Vaccinated Blue, Half Vaccinated Blue, as a title, as a lyric inspiration. My money's on Dracula. Whoops, and thanks Doug, thank you. Big donation from Doug. Thanks so much. Doug writes, please tell Tui to stop lurking at us like that. It's creeping out the new folks in chat. Thank you, Doug. Thank you. So Doug has gotten us the goal of the day, which means now I at the start of the show I added a lurk goal. That's what Doug's referring to. And once we unlock the lurk goal, we're gonna get this awesome new emote. I'll show it on screen. that Muty made. Here it is. Or excuse me, Muty didn't make it. Muty got a photo from Tubi. And Muty emotified it. There it is. It's so awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Muty. Soda's scared. Oh, it's a bits goal? No, it's a donation goal. I don't know why it says. Let me check. It's marked as bits? Bot commands. Goal lurk. Yeah, I don't do anything with bits anymore. Because, Twitch. It's showing up as an unlock, not as a, bits. Why does it say bits? Yeah, it's not 150 bits. That's weird. Oh, I see what happened. Whoops. I just forgot. You know, I haven't made one of these goals in a while, and I forgot how I had it set up coded. It should get fixed in a moment. Yeah. Oh, thanks. And thank you, Sunsaw Mutation, for gifting the sub to Muffin. Thank you. YT Vibe Gamer named a sound pacifying a gainfulness hut. And, Doug gifted a sound to Mucho Mas MDG. Oh, thanks so much, Botsky. Thanks for the donation. Thank you. Botsky has DEH. Oh, Brukos, I'm gonna do your commission. I think you might not have seen the note, or maybe it's not there, but I'm not doing any instruments for the near future for sound reasons in the house. But so I mean I can do Rhodes, but I can't. Oh, it erased it. I had a note and it erased it. This is the second time I've done this. I went into the website and I changed the code, but then what I forgot is that Tubi regenerates that page every show, so it erased it. That's okay, Brukos. I'll do the Rhodes, just not the flute. And I'll sing I sing quietly, so no screamy type stuff or really loud falsetto. Just for a couple more weeks. Oh, thanks, Mr. Robert. Mr. Robert with a donation towards Ldcoolgirl. Thank you. Muty in chat just wrote, ASMR is creepy. Don't at me. What are the kinds of things they do? They'll do things like, it's all about. Is this an ASMR effect? We get a raid as I'm doing ASMR. Hey Megan, thanks so much for the raid. Oh, thank you so much. How was your stream? For anyone who hasn't seen, Megan's an amazing Twitch music streamer. Thank you so much for the raid. How are y'all doing? Oh, let me end this poll. Thanks so much for the raid. Can we get did Tubi gave a shout out, right? Did Tubi do a shout out for? How was this show today, Megan? Let's end this poll. For new folks, I do live improv where chat helps me make the music. And we just finished one, and chat gets to name the songs, which is why you see this on screen, this poll. And we just named it "Seasoning of the Wolf," Lady of the Lakes. But yeah, welcome to Raiders. If you want to get involved, we're starting to get ready for the next track, and we'll start the improv in a few minutes, and you can help name the song. And we already have the requests for the song we're about to do, but if you type the drums command or if you follow, you'll automatically get some random requests. We have thousands of sounds you can pick for me to use, and you can there's a link to the website where you can listen to sounds. You can make requests to our on-screen extension. There's lots of ways, or you can just sit back and sort of check out the insanity that we do here. But yeah, welcome to oops. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to Soul Bear, Vincent78, Drawnful, and Hooks. Oh yeah, let's do the reverse raid. Tubi didn't give me that option. Let me see, let me manually do it. So reverse raid, anyone here who isn't already following Megan, go to Megan's channel. Give her a follow. Did Tubi do it? Oh no. Reverse raids are not working. Oh, there it goes. Get some unlock credit. Hey, Marshall Flash. So for new folks, the way the process works is I turn some names or text into drum loops. And I'm also going to turn some text into a melody. And then I'm going to demo the sounds, and y'all will vote on which sound I'm going to start the improv with, and then we're going to do the track. First, let's do this melody. Whoops. And it's BB Brukos. And if anyone doesn't know who Brukos is, you still probably know who Brukos is, because almost every music streamer who does song requests uses Brukos's bot to manage requests. Let's make our melody. And the on-screen extension on our channel is made by Brukos also. What am I doing? Well, that's quite a piano. So it's just lots of reverb. Oh, E Phrygian. Okay, okay. Use those notes. Our drum kit is the Jazz Kit. Oh, this is why you were asking, Brukos. Jazz Kit. And our beats. First up, we got Brukos. There's a first beat. Brukos, you picked rare sounds. And another Brukos. Yeah, I would love for this kit to get requested more. Also, I love the brush kit. I would love it if both those kits got requested at least once a week. Okay. Got our beats. Let's check out these sounds. First up, we got Namaste. And then Zooming by Lola. You didn't do what you're supposed to, Tubi. Why aren't you going to the dashboard? Dash. That's weird. Oh, you are. You did. I see what happened. Sorry, Tubi. That was why? Okay, now we got it. And then we got Anonymous Alcoholic Llamas. Whoops. And then stop, it's Doug's Bebop. And then Kamish Flabs flipped a bit. And then nuclear alarm. Okay, y'all pick. If Brukos votes, since it's Brukos' commission, only Brukos' vote will count, but if Brukos does not, it's a normal poll, so just in case, help pick the sound. Sound mutations, I love it when people say nuclear instead of nuclear. I think George W. Bush said nuclear, right? There was some prominent politician who said nuclear. Oh, we got a pie chart and a lounge. Botsky, yeah, you can. I haven't approved it yet, so you can change for DEH, Botsky. Yeah, you can. I don't think I approved it, so submit it again. Yeah. Yeah, what happens when you name a sound is it gets into my event list, and I have to approve it. And if I haven't approved it yet, then it's very easy. If I have, I can still change it, but it's a bit more work. We got a pie chart and a lounge. We'll do those. We'll do a lounge next. So make some lounge requests. Easiest way is on the on-screen extension if you type lounge in. Mucho named the sound Muchos' Dark Grotto. Send this boat. Nuclear alarm. Whoops. I really should create that whoops counter for the number. I must say at least once every song cycle. Okay, here we go. So new folks, if you want to help name it, use the title command, !title, with your name suggestion. Here we go. Time to accelerate. get back in, don't forget this password. Don't forget this password. If you ever want to get back in, don't forget this password. I only say it once, so listen real close. Every single letter counts, from the least to the most. J%D, $ U and Z, USM, YOI, YXCZ. That's only the first part. XS%DD, P7NUD. ZGX7D through 1, 1AXN to C. Yeah, don't forget this password if you ever want to get back in. Don't forget this password. Don't forget this password if you ever want to get back in. Don't forget this password. Password, it doesn't look right to me. Did you forget that password? Remember what I said? I said, don't forget that password, or I ain't gonna let you back in. Don't forget that password, you're never gonna get back in.
Hey, I'm the Etc. Kid, and I'm walking with a selfie stick looking like a fool, hoping I don't trip. Also, I can tell all the new folks in chat, first off, welcome. This show can seem a little complicated at first, but if you stick around, you'll figure it out really fast. The easiest way to get involved right away is to type !drums in chat, and then I'll turn you into a rhythm on one of our upcoming songs. And there's many other things you can request. You can help name the songs we create on this show. You can help write the script of our channel's bot. We do fun community things on Discord. So there's so many ways to participate. Welcome. Welcome to the Etc. Okay, outtake. Welcome to the Etceterati. There we go.
It's a dark and stormy night. You hear a crash. You stumble out of bed. It's pitch black. First you step on a Lego. Then you step on a banana peel. At least you hope it's a banana peel. Next thing you know, you're on a skateboard, crashing down the stairs. If only you'd had the ETC nightlight. Things move pretty fast in ETC world, but you can keep up on everything on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Discord. You'll find fun content like what you're about to see. So we've got 2 shows left in the Oakland studio. I thought I'd give you a quick tour so you can see where I've been for the last 3 years. Okay, here's the storage area and also my collection of empty boxes. And then you can sort of see how the studio is a room built within this bigger room. Oh, there's Jiffy. Hey, Jiffy. Here's our big studio door. We've got 2 doors. There's the studio. And then we have our, this is sort of the kitchen area, and sometimes I work out here. But yeah, there's the studio. I hope to see you tonight and tomorrow in chat, and then I'm going to be away for about a week, and I'll be back on the air on September 3rd at the new location. Thanks Brukos for the commission. Thanks everyone for the calps. Titles, Pete Mouse, Traito, Brutafo, Resida. I know that's not what it says. Mr. Robert, the password is password123. Staffy1234 fire. Jazzy F3KL9 underscore H734JQZ. I use some titles as inspiration. JazzyEagle password is password. Mr. Robert K at USMYO exclamation point Y6SXZG9X6JILQPRRF. And also Pete Mouse is VJ %D $UZX4S %DDP7N. Oh, hey, Skyborg. Thanks, Skyborg, 48 months. Skyborg writes 48, 4 and 8, 7, 8, 9, and it tasted divine. Everyone's standing in line for the porcupine show to fenestrate the proletariat, aggravate the ever late, match wits with those that think they're so great. No, I'll just watch the ETC. Thanks, Skyborg. Pete, that was one you just generated. Nice. Oh, Botsky named their sound. Here's Johnny. Oh, that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, watch the ETC show. Oh, okay. Yeah, it got cut off on this message here. Oh, okay, lounge is, we're about to do lounge. We'll do pie chart in just a moment. Hey, Tim Froond. And Hug Queen's here. Let's see some other titles. Naroon Pizza Over the Sun. Sun Salutation. Ask for your password, the first of which contains all the words in your account. Never use the latter. Glass jackets, high quality paper towels, developmental type films. Ed D. Immigrant Coach Ed is a roach swimmer like an elephant. Never turns his head to get to the waiting room. You connect when I came to another like a blanket, like a leaf-feeding fan hole. The perfect sentence that is too. Frederick von Sun. I'm assuming that was a badly. Was that a badly? I'm tempted to start a just chatting stream where I just sit there. It'll be, a darkened room with just one light bulb on my face and just read nonstop badlies. Very seriously. Glass jackets, high quality paper towels, developmental type films. Ed The immigrant coach Ed is a roach swimmer, like when an elephant never turns his head to get to the waiting room. You did a verse and you bathed it. You hate it when Barney does so much better, does so much on the punchlines. Yeah, Barney has magic sometimes. Barney's... I've seen some AI stuff where they're having AIs write poetry and stuff and write in the style of authors. It's getting really good. It's getting really good. It's only a matter of time before you'll be able to say, you know, my favorite writers are Ernest Hemingway and Kim Kardashian. Hasn't Kim Kardashian written a book? I'm sure she has, probably with a ghostwriter. So can you create a novel as if it was written by Ernest Hemingway and Kim Kardashian? And 4 seconds later, you've got a 300-page novel to read. Mucho Voxito Mas became Mucho Mas. Tun the Birsky Batsky became Tun the Reversky Raidsky Batsky. So is there a way to get a random and or specific song title? Like if you want to know what the title of song 666 is? No, that's a good idea though. There's not a way to do that. That's a great idea, Soda, because we could also do that just for title suggestions, right? Or yeah, I guess maybe that's what you meant. At first I was singing for actual songs, but we have several 100,000 titles. So that would be a cool bot talk thing to be able to insert into things. A random title that someone submitted. Because yeah, that's hundreds of thousands, right? Song title random. Oh no. Did we not have maybe we don't have enough lounge sounds. Do we not have enough lounge sounds? You says some titles border infringement. Not mine, never mind. Well, the deal with titles is you can't copyright a title. It's just too short. That's why there's 50 songs called My Girl, or you can, in limited cases, you can trademark a title, but like Star Wars is trademarked. I'm pretty sure. But they make it very difficult to trademark things that are short, because it would be disastrous. I mean, they're at least smart enough not to do that. So it's low risk, but I have been asked to change a title before. I got a threatening email, and I knew that who was threatening me actually had no grounds, but it's not worth. It doesn't matter. It's not worth fighting over it. So I changed the title. I'm not gonna say what it was. Now, if I had a title where in the title I had the word Coca-Cola, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get in trouble. Well, if they find out, they will send me a letter, and say take Coca-Cola out of that. No, it was not a. If it was Disney, they would have had grounds, almost certainly. Now, this was somebody who did not have, this was not a company. Peace is fine, I'll use Pepsi. Product placement. Yeah, that's the thing is, if we had if we had 1,000 viewers or something, if we had 1,000 viewers, I could totally go to, I don't know, some random company like, what's a random company? Johnson and Johnson, and I'll say, hey, Johnson and Johnson, how about this idea? I mean, I would never do this, but I'm just saying, this is what you can do if you've got big viewership. Say, Johnson and Johnson, we do this thing where people name songs, and how about this? How about every song? People have to use the words Johnson and Johnson in a positive way. And we'll do a whole album that's inspired by Johnson and Johnson. Pay me $1 million. Well, they'd probably, I don't know what the going rate is, but streamers do that all the time, stuff like that. Johnson & Johnson say, just don't talk about opioids. Talk about our vaccine. Don't talk about the opioids. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's end this poll. Oh, tour vote. Well, yeah, we'll do tour. We'll save Project X for next week. We'll do the tour vote today. Oh no, I got the spinning wheel of death. I just had to wait. Just had to be patient. That's all it took. Mr. Robert, channel points? Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. No, Mufu, no. Project X won't be till September. In theory. I'm not... I mean, it would be disastrous for me not to do it in September, but I'm not... I don't want to psych myself out, so... But my goal is to do Project X when we celebrate our 5-year anniversary. But yeah, we've been given it a new name every month. Let's break this time. And it's Jazzy. Jazzy is named at F3KL9_H734JQZ. Piece is a theoretical September. Well, how would that look like? Let's see. Thank you, Jazzy. Thanks again, Brukos. Oh yeah, we got a Poe and a Pie. 2 of them. Tubi, our bot, likes to come up with questions. They often don't make a lot of sense, but Tubi wants to know more about how we think. Is that to make it easier to conquer us, Tubi?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I dreamt that I dwelt in marble halls, with vassals and serfs at my side, and of all who assembled within those walls, that I was the pies and pies. Here's a question. If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, which would you pick? And your options. 1. Whoops. 2. Raiders of the Lost Ark. 3. The Social Network. 4. A Clockwork Orange. 5. Psycho.
If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, which would you pick? Whoops, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Social Network, A Clockwork Orange, or Psycho? I feel like I'm already living Whoops. I'm living that. So I don't need to watch a movie about things going wrong. I have no interest in watching The Social Network. I've never seen it. I have zero interest in it. So forget that. Clockwork Orange is... I've read it. I don't know that I would want to see it. Psycho... Yeah, I guess I gotta go Raiders of the Lost Ark. Guess I'm going Raiders. He says, why does Tubi say Clockwork Orange like it's a greedy? Yeah. Hey, Clockwork Orange. Who's the Social Network is actually really good. I've heard it's good. I just yeah, it just does not appeal to me at all. I in general do not like movies about real things. I don't like biopics. I don't like historical movies. Let's see. So I'm going Raiders. I like fiction. Okay, let's end this Poe. But it has a, is it Trent Reznor that did the soundtrack? Did I make that up? Is Trent Reznor involved in the soundtrack of Social Network? So I'd listen to the soundtrack if that's the case. He says 2 isn't fiction. Oh, and look at that. Everyone's, well, not everyone. There's almost split between Raiders and Whoops. Okay, one more Tubi. I would just watch the part of Raiders where, on loop, of him running from the big boulder. That's in Raiders, right? And I would just cut it so that it keeps cutting, so that he's running forever. I don't know why. I think it's because the myth of Sisyphus has been such a part of the way I've thought about life from as a teenager. I've thought about it in different ways. It's sort of my journey through life has been the way in which I relate to that story, the myth of Sisyphus. So, if you don't know the myth of Sisyphus, I actually don't even remember the whole story. But basically, Sisyphus is punished, I think, by the gods for doing something. I don't remember what it was. And the punishment of Sisyphus is Sisyphus has to keep rolling this rock up the hill. But I think whenever it gets to a certain point, it rolls back down. So Sisyphus has to go back and roll it again. Okay, let's run this again. Okay, we got one more. Stavis, I wonder if someone made that already. I'm sure every idea has been already done. I'm sure someone's done that. Never-ending boulder run. Okay, Tubi, one more.
But I also dreamt, which pleased me most, that you loved pose and pies still the same. Here's a question. If you could have an endless supply of one kind of food, what would it be? And your options. 1. Crushing despair. 2. Dank soup. 3. Spaghetti. 4. Slushy. 5. Grass-fed everlasting gobstopper pizza.
If you could have an endless supply of one kind of food, what would it be? Crushing despair? Is that your favorite thing too? But you like to eat our crushing despair, humanity's crushing despair?
You bet.
You feed off of our misery?
Most assuredly.
You say that so lightheartedly. Oh man, Tubi. Is it fair to say that you're a sociopath, Tubi?
Yuppers.
Yeah. Okay, endless supply, crushing despair, dank soup, spaghetti, slushy, or grass-fed, everlasting gobstopper pizza. I'm definitely going spaghetti. Although I'm tempted. I mean, here's the thing. If I could try grass-fed, everlasting gobstopper pizza once before, just to know if it's good. But if I have to decide now, I'm going spaghetti. Reginald Dower says, using corporate names and titles as lyrics is protected speech. If you disparage the company, they can potentially sue you. But your ancestors living the zombie apocalypse will still be paying off the legal bills. The First Amendment protects artistic expression. Simply mentioning a corporation or lyric does not violate their copyright. Yeah, the thing is that they can still bully you, you know. But yeah, I've wondered that, Reginald, because a lot of times in you know, you'll read in fiction, you know, contemporary fiction, and they'll use brand names all the time. But if, yeah. Well, we're still not going to do a corporate title inspiration. Or we could, but I won't use any of the titles. Okay, let's end this. What has chat chosen? Spaghetti. A lot of folks also like dank soup. He says, what about parodies? Yeah, parodies are different. I don't do parodies though. So I wouldn't be, that would be risky for me. Yeah. But yeah, parodies are are classified differently. I might remember this wrong, but I believe that Weird Al Yankovic technically does not have to ask for permission, but he does anyway. Maybe I'm wrong in that, but I think technically Weird Al is protected. Oh yeah, so this is Weird Al doesn't have to ask. Yeah. The thing is that, you know, it's still risky because, I mean, Weird Al is very clearly a parody, but you could definitely see situations where someone has not really changed it enough, and it isn't really a parody. Soda, you're a huge Weird Al fan, right? Didn't you say you met Weird Al? Reginald Delaware says, fiction and movies have the same standard loophole. It's awesome. Names, characters, business events, and incidents are the products of the author's imagination. Any resemblance to actual persons living or dead. Right. Yeah, this character named Muhammad Ali, who's a boxer, is no connection to the actual living boxer. It's totally coincidental that they have the same name and the same profession, and it's extraordinarily coincidental that Muhammad Ali in the story original name was, wait, what was his original name? I forget his original name. What was it? There we go. Blue Cassius Clay. Yeah. He was such a charismatic figure, Muhammad Ali. On the top of my head, I cannot think of another athlete who made as much of an impression outside of their sport on me. I think Muhammad Ali, would have been an amazing musician. Okay, let's see. First request ever for Wasteless. And a drum loop and Pete Mouse's 25th request. Oh, Muty's got a new sound, RBH, from Doug. That warning could it be more friendly? Please name your sounds as soon as possible after you hear them demoed. Sounds that remain unnamed after 10 years will be given a chat to name. Oh, Jazzy said Michael Jordan saved our planet in a game of basketball against a bunch of aliens. That's pretty impactful. That's a good point. That's a great point. Back when I was doing storytelling, I had started planning an interface to do sound effects. I was playing this way that I could basically have hundreds, if not thousands, of sound effects at my fingertips really easily and quickly. Anyway, this would be good. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's do our beats. I really haven't been paying attention to the streaming business, streaming world. Are there any competitors to Twitch that are sort of on the ascendant, other than YouTube and I guess, well, Facebook is doing stuff. Soda says no. Not since Mixer, Soda says. The reason I ask is it's hard for me to see storytelling doing well on Twitch the way I do storytelling. If I was doing comedy storytelling, that'd be different, but I feel like there isn't really a platform for it. I mean, I think the thing to do with storytelling would be, do it because I want to do live, like I was doing improv. Would probably be involve posting the improv stories on YouTube, and hopefully getting traction on YouTube. 2 times in a row, you didn't load the right sounds, Tubi. How is that possible? B says, what about poems with music? Original poems? I've done almost no poetry writing or poetry improv either. So did you save any of the old improv stories? In theory, they're all on hard drives, yeah. I mean, my plan with the, I don't know that I think my thinking with the stories was the same as, I think what I felt like is I wanted to get a lot more advanced and more experienced. And then once I was, from my point of view, feeling really good, then I could go back and do the old stuff. So I'm open to putting them up at some point. But more for, yeah. See our drum kit. But yeah, I think that, the van life, I would do sort of extremely low end van life where none of the fancy stuff, none of the, just literally a place to put a sleeping bag kind of thing. But I feel like that could be pretty cool to drive around to different places and then tell stories, go to just really beautiful places, or really maybe not beautiful, it could be just, run down, whatever, just interesting places, backdrops, and tell stories. P says, you're too much of a maker and you go wild in a camper van. Muty says, can I throw wild at it? Why not subtly bring back stories but use the set titles, sort of like Jerry Springer retrospective? I don't know. I've never seen a Jerry Springer. I didn't know Jerry Springer did improv stories. Could be a way to show you what I imagined with the song. I'll think about that, Muty. I'll think about that. Okay, beats. So this is our lounge unlock, which works a little different than other songs. There's only one drum loop because I tend to make it a little more standard. I do a little more work on it. This is Wasteless Raw. Oh, and let's actually do rides. Got our beats. I was reading about what were they so van lifers. There's what's it called? There's I forget what they refer to it. But you know, where you basically are sleeping places you're not supposed to be. And someone had really a good suggestion, which was is you put a logo on your van as if you're a business, so that you don't get so it doesn't look like you're living in it, you know. And the suggestion was dog what is it, you know, grooming, dog groomer, which is brilliant because who's going to break into a dog grooming van, right? There's nothing in there of value. I mean, what are you going to steal dog shampoo? How much does that go on the black market? You know, it's not. No one's going to be robbing that. So I was thinking, what are other businesses that you could put on your van that would make people just leave you alone, both the authorities and people who might want to rob. What would be things you could put on the van that people would just stay away? You know? What would be some other ideas? Okay, sounds. Muty says free vaccines. So does his rabid animals inside. Roadkill cleanup or something? What a mortuary. It could be a mortuary service or something. Oh, that's good. Miss Roberts says septic system cleaners. Although there might be gear, that could be, I don't know, it's expensive gear for cleaning septic tanks. Or I could have a truck it says it is a porta potty. It delivers porta potties. That's just what it says, right? Not actually what it is. Because who's robbing a truck full with porta potties? Wait, what's the euphemism for porta potties? It has honey in it. It's honey something for porta potties. Another name. Does anyone know what I mean? Honey. Oh, what is it called? It's a total euphemism. Motown bass. Is a honey pot? It's a Bay Area brand. Honey wagon. Okay, and then we've got distorted organ. P says insects, pet food. I'm still leaning the dog grooming. So, maybe someday you'll be driving and you'll see this van pass by, and you'll just see that's definitely Jiffy Star Child dog grooming, and you'll know. Okay, let's see. And then we got Symphony Essential Strings. That's not how you screwed it up again. You still can't get it right, Tubi. I was talking to give you time. You've had 3 chances. Dogs as rodent exterminators. Are there businesses that do toxic waste cleanup? I mean, there must be, but are there? What would that be? What would be something that? Because I mean, that could also be risky, right? They might say, "Why do you have why is your toxic waste van parked in front of, I don't know, our agriculture business? You're making it look like we've got." Mujmas can't think of many business vehicles that wouldn't have some sort of thing that people might be interested in stealing. Yeah. You just can't load that sound, can you? Symphony Essential String. It's JJL. Why can't you load it? Mujmas is so highly regulated you get a visit. Yeah. So that one's out. Toxic waste is out. Is there this is morbid, but is there a name for the people who clean up after, murders? That's sort of a specialized job, right? That's not, you don't just call AAA cleaners. You call somebody who's, what are they called? Mole says there's a video game called Viscera Cleanup Detail where you go through the levels of a first-person shooter and tidy up afterwards. And then we got Whistler from GD Bill. And then Distant Air from Soda. Oh no, wait, what? That was... Okay, never mind. Whistler, wow, we're just never gonna get to the song. It's not my fault. It might seem like it's because I'm talking, but I keep trying to give Tubi another chance to Distant Air. And then Heartbeat, yeah. Okay, here's Whistler. He says put books on the side of the van. Kids nowadays and adults don't read books. Yeah. Okay, here's distant air. And then lastly, we got from Brukos, Harpy. Now it's gone. Pieces, what about just sand? That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, who's going to steal sand? Who's going to risk? Well, there's always somebody that's going to have a reason to steal something. Right? Yeah. Or they're going to do it to steal the vehicle. But that's the other thing is I think you try to all these van lifers, they got the really nice looking vehicles. I say get a nice vehicle and then make it look awful on the outside. Like it's just total trash. You know, it's just rusting to pieces. So people will, or maybe then it's more likely you'll get robbed. Maybe people are like, well, they're not going to miss that. Let's just take it. Let's go on a joyride. Because nobody's going to miss that vehicle. Okay, y'all pick which sound starts the improv. Says the key is stay out of towns, live in that van down by the river. That's right. P says, here burglars started to get into student homes because the vast majority have amazing laptops, Apple computers, etc. Yeah. That when I lived in Oakland, Pete, this was 2-3 years ago. Some people in chat might have been here for that. I had 4 roommates, and all, everyone's in there, between the ages of 25 and 40 or something, and yeah, we got burgled. And they thought they hit the jackpot with me because I had a huge safe in my room. Huge. About half the size of a refrigerator. That's how big it was. Weighed a ton. It was filled with hard drives. And some. It had nothing of real value. But they took it. I mean, it had personal stuff for me. I mean, not embarrassing stuff, but but my roommates all had computers stolen. None of my electronics, other than those hard drives, were at my house. They were all at the studio. But I thought I'd never see it again. Of course, any of the stuff, and then I got an email. Someone had said, hey, we on the side of the road, we found your birth certificate and some other papers, and they found a business card or something. And I went to the place, and this safe, it was a massive safe. They'd ripped it apart and just dropped it on the side of the road. Ripped it apart. And they'd ripped it apart literally within 20 minutes of stealing it. And the reason I know that is there were some credit cards inside the safe that they used to get food. But all the hard drives were gone. And the thing that was the hardest to lose, believe it or not, was my collection of library cards, which I'd been collecting my whole life. I've moved so many times, and that was the first thing, whenever I moved somewhere new, is I would get a library card. That's the only, and I lost music, I lost artwork, I lost all sorts of stuff in some of those hard drives, whatever. But I don't know, those the library cards, that's a hard thing. Okay. Here we go. It's time to end the poll. Motown bass. Here we go, time to accelerate. I'll be back live in just a moment. My present day self is running around behind me doing some post-song stuff. In the meantime, if this is your first time watching, welcome. I'm ETC Kid, aka the Etc. Kid. The music you just watched was improvised from scratch. But I got a lot of help from chat. Just before the song, they chose the sounds I was using, the speed of the music. I turned people's names into drum rhythms. So there are many ways you can participate. The easiest way to get involved right away is to type !drums for a chance to be a rhythm on an upcoming song. You can also name the songs we create here, help write what our bot Tubi says, and we have fun community projects on our Discord. So we've got a lot going on. It might seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you take a leap of faith, you'll have everything figured out super fast. So welcome. I look forward to meeting you in chat. So it took me a while, but I've finally jumped on the social media bandwagon. You'll find me on some new up-and-coming platforms like Friendster and MySpace. I just created a new Vine account. I post highlights from the show on there, old songs, poetry recitations, behind-the-scene photos, content like this. I Know My Soul by Claude McKay. I plucked my soul out of its secret place and held it to the mirror of my eye, to see it like a star against the sky, a twitching body quivering in space, a spark of passion shining on my face. And I explored it to determine why this awful key to my infinity conspires to rob me of sweet joy and grace. And if the sign may not be fully read, if I can comprehend but not control, I need not gloom my days with futile dread, because I see a part and not the whole. Contemplating the strange, I'm comforted by this narcotic thought. I know my soul. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Titles: Hug Queen, 10 days. Mucho Mas, Tomorrow Never Stops. Mr. Robert, Laughter, Unlike Massachusetts. Doug, Vanilla Stereo. Oh, Doug gifted a new sound to Soda. BDH. That was a bot with Mr. Robert. Is 10 days not enough? Or is it too many days? Sun Sound Mutation named their sound Arbu E2. Hey, General Septum. Oh, you like it, Doug? 10 days perfect? Okay, good. You know what I'll do is I'm gonna make it so that, yeah, I know I got something else to do with that. Let me make a note. What do I want to do? I need a vehicle. Play Soda sound again. the reminder email, it could tell you how many days you have left. You know what Tubi reminds people? Before it happens, just before the song or around that time. But that's gonna be, I don't want to make people feel anxious. Well, a reminder email. Did I say email? I meant the message that Tubi writes in chat. So does Reminder Whispers. Doug, can I email? If I had people's email addresses, I could. Doug says too behind in my credit card companies. Wait, did I tell you this? Did I tell you this? Did I imagine it? So I had this company. I had to deal with something. Not gonna go into details, but the first time I called them, it took a while to get through. It took I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes. I finally got through, and it was clear from the phone call that that they had misrepresented what they could do for me. But I didn't realize that until they hung up on me. It wasn't that. It was. I don't think they necessarily hung up, but I got disconnected almost immediately. You know. So I realized I needed a refund because I'd spent $70 on something, and I wanted a refund because they weren't able to do what I needed them to do. Now I knew they were going to blame me. So anyway, I tried to call again, and I was on hold for 3 hours until I had to hang up because I was doing other work, so it didn't matter. I just had the phone there, it wasn't a big deal. I tried again, and it was like an hour and a half. Couldn't get through. Just in their wait on hold messages, or their be patient, we'll be with you as soon as we can, that kind of thing. Then I thought, this company seems really unscrupulous. I wonder if they are tracking my phone number and they are just hoping that I will give up. So I on my phone, you can turn off your caller ID. So I turned off my caller ID, and I got through in 5 minutes. It might be a coincidence, but I don't know. And it was funny. I was all ready to make all sorts of legal threats, but I didn't have to at all. The person I talked to was like, "Yeah, we'll do a refund right away." I haven't gotten it yet though, so we'll see. I might still have to do those legal threats. Mushmas is guaranteed that was not a coincidence. Because I imagine, most people are going to get discouraged and give up, I mean, if I was fortunate that I was doing other stuff, I could sort of stay on hold. As annoying as it is, I could do other work, and I have a good one-track mind, so I can shut out the annoying, background music. But, did you need me to play it again, Soda? Here it is. Big Child says, whenever I cannot get through by phone, I try twice again with phone numbers, and then anonymously it often works. Yeah. Son says you should make them call you back, then put them on hold, make them waste no month's worth of shows. I mean, I'm sure for many of you, waiting for the next song it feels like you've been put on hold, right? Some other titles. Tubi with Green Mirror. I saw Tubi's title. I was thinking about singing lyrics and I ended up not, but I saw Tubi's title, Green Mirror. And it got me thinking about how we associate colors with emotions, you know? Because green with envy, red is sort of associated with passion or anger, temper, blue with sadness. I don't know what is orange associated with emotionally? What would be orange? Feeling orange today. What would that be? What would that mean? Or purple. I'm feeling purple. Purple is what? A combination of blue and red? So you're depressed and angry? What is that? Some other titles: Half Vaccinated Blue, Very Hard Game on the Field, Hug Queen, Chocolate Stance, Sun Salutation, Mario Kart, Soda, Forgot My Pass Card, Downward Dog, Cardi B. Sun Salutations is also cultural in China. You don't wear white, I think, to weddings because it's synonymous to death. Half Vaccinated Blue says purple is royal. angryCHKN says orange is fast food. Oh, and Pete said, come for the music, but alas. I feel slightly less guilty since there is 24/7 music. It's not live, but, well, except when the show is going. Hey, Q Square. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Let's end this poll. 10 days. Hug Queen's named it 10 days. We got to name our tour for next month. You've got about 10 seconds to submit another tour if you want it to be considered. Can choose the tour name for June. Set his current poll. Put tour votes. Okay. Put tour. Chat request. Okay. Okay. Greater than or equal to 5/1/2021. Let's see. Tony Reversky Raisky with the Spinning Wheel of Death tour. Next month is just going to be thrash. Non-stop thrash. JazzyEagle with today is yesterday's tomorrow. And then, let's see, two more. Staffy with optional selection. One last one. Hug Queen with the Blue Bus tour. Okay, there's your options. Bosky Spinning Wheel of Death tour, JazzyEagle Today is Yesterday's Tomorrow tour, Staffy Optional Selection tour, and Hug Queen the Blue Bus tour. Let me shout out some other titles. Q Square with Rio Act Franklin Pierce. Rowdy Sugar Wavy Walks, a Rogaine. Downward Doug. Bucket will tour live. Half Accident Blues 60-second commute. Soda. Yesterday we were all given banana clothes. Better Wake Than Ever, Summer is Coming. Miss Robert Monochromatic T-shirt. Mucho Mas Considerable Music. Sunsound Mutation. Run DMCA. T-Mouse Tour La Blanche. Reginald Delaware Dingo ate my cola. Mary Mo of May Ever Onwards. And then a ton of tours from Tubi. Tubi gave us Perfect Moms, No Surgery. That's one title. Perfect Moms, No Surgery. How many times have I lost that I've been an adult for a long time? Unstoppable Marine Landfill. Lose weight until you lose weight. What is a secondary philosophy? Dr. Dazidarum Digeradoo. The Smell of Springs. Okay, let's end this poll. Oh, good night, Pete. Good to see you. And it's Jazzy. It's June will be today is yesterday's tomorrow. Oh, Pete, if you're still here, I'll play your sound. Have you left? QHH. Here's QHH for Pete. Did we lose Pete already? And then Doug gave one to Mr. Robert, VBH. Congrats to Jazzy. Today is yesterday's tomorrow tour. Soda names sound twinkling shower bells. How Miss Robert names sound radio frequencies. We did 4 tracks tonight. Oh, I talked a lot, didn't I? Fear of the Park, we did Mouse Over the Wire, Seasoning of the Wolf, F3KL9, H734JQZ, in 10 days. Do our thank yous. Thanks to our mods. Thank you, Brukos. Thank you, buddy. Thanks again to Megan for the raid. Thanks for the awesome support tonight from Brukos, Doug, Botsky, and Mr. Robert. Thank you. Thanks for the cheer, Mr. Robert. Thanks for a gifted sub from Muty to Muffin. 48 months for Skyborg, 2 months for mileage. Thanks to all our lurkers and chatters. The Emperor's New Gift has there's a whole presentation. It's the only points thing that involves me, actually. Everything else just happens in chat. These 27 names you see on screen, either named or current tour, named or venue, named one of our songs. I made a request on one of the songs. We featured Angry Chicken, Better Wake Than Ever, Brukos, Cheery Chills, Downward Dog, Dual, GD Bill, Half Vaccinated Blue, Hug Queen LD, JazzyEagle, Kazalton, Megs, Mary Mole, May, Mr. Robert, Mucho Mas, Move for the European that sometimes does show up, Now Room, Pete Mouse, Pierre TV, Ratty Ratty, Sugar Sock, Staffy, Some Mutation, Tunley, Reversky, Raidsky, Botsky, Wasteless, 4800, Wow Wow Soda, and YT Fat Gamer XD. Well, this is a new presentation. I don't know if I would say it's new. Well, it's always new, but let's roll our subcredits. MCH, yes, Doug. MCH for Doug. It's got some real panning action happening. Doug's named it MC Hammer. Who are we gonna raid? Violin. I feel like hearing some violin. We rated this person?
And while I was sewing something.
No, let's rate them. New Baroque. Thank you everybody. Thanks for a fun trio of shows. Hope to see y'all next week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thank you everybody. Hope y'all have an awesome rest of your weekend. Hope you'll join us all on this violinist raid. And hope y'all have a wonderful whatever comes next. And I'll see you soon. Okay, take care.